Slot Car News, sponsored by LEB Hobbies, your specialist in home and hobby slot car racing. Hey everybody, welcome again to Slot Car News. We are jumping right in it. We have a few items this week, but some very, very cool stuff. We are going to start off with Thunderslot are showing two new liveries of the Lola that they're going to start delivering very, very shortly. Awesome stuff from Thunderslot, and yeah, good to see them delivering on some more. I guess we're calling these Can-Am liveries or classics, however you look at it. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. They all kind of fit together in some loose way for racing, I think anyway. So there we are. We have a number of sideways cars that finally have arrived. I say finally because, you know, there was a couple months there where we weren't getting much from sideways, but now, boy howdy, they got some cool stuff. They have how many? A quartet, yes, a quartet of Group 2 escorts that they have coming are actually have arrived. Yes, have arrived here in the U.S. There's the Sansui one is particularly exciting to me. In any case, whatever, they're cute little cars. And the John Player Special, it's a fantasy livery, I believe. But regardless, boy, howdy. That's a good looking slot car. Yeah, baby. Yeah, so those have just arrived. In addition, a sleeper that may go under the radar a tiny bit, but hopefully it won't because I'm mentioning it here. We're calling this a fantasy car, GT3 fantasy car. These are often painted red. $1 million. Sorry. Wowzers. Yeah. Are we going to start seeing painted versions of this car? I don't know. I am going to get one of these. By hook or crook. I will get one. Probably mainly crook. And I have just the decals to put on it. Yeah, baby. We have 3 new Slottits that are being shown now. Those, I believe, are end of the year releases. Amazing stuff. Repsol 962. I love the fact that they have, I mean, they've replicated this accurately, of course. They have different wheels on the front and the back. I mean, I'm sure the real car had those, so there we are. We have the Lancia C2, or Lancia C2. It's a cool livery on that one. Definitely, I think the Jaguar XJ R10. There you go. From Lime Rock, 1980. Do I have that written down? I don't, but I think it's 1980. It doesn't matter. These cars will have their fans, I'm sure. They're really good looking cars. So there we go. Next week, let's just say this. It's going to be a busy week. There's some stuff that I'm going to get to announce next week. I did get also a box of cars from LEB. Thank you very much to LEB for sending me a box of cars. There are cool cars there that I will open up. I may get to do a live stream on Sunday. Stick around, we'll see. I may be off another day or two next week. I may push it back to then. In any case, there's a bunch of news that I'm going to be able to get to next week. I have a box coming from a manufacturer, and all they said was that I'll be happy with the contents. I mean, I'm usually happy with the contents when I get a box from a manufacturer, so it was kind of perplexing that this person said that. Makes me wonder what's inside. Something very cool. Hopefully. I'm sure it's very cool. What am I saying? In any case, guys, come back right after the racing and show news, and we will bang right dead center. Ah! It's a brand new lens. I hope I didn't scratch it. Anyway, come back right after this, and we'll talk about something. I don't know what yet. Alrighty, we're back, folks. In a recent video, I talked about Carrera's value proposition. Well, what did I mean by that? Carrera makes cars for the broadest possible audience, right? They make cars for, in theory, hobbyists, for sure. Plenty of clubs here in the US race them. They make hobbyists certainly for beginners and families, and arguably the most important part of the hobby, although frankly most of those folks aren't in the hobby maybe as such. They're in the beginnings of it, and it's just kind of a toy or a plaything at that point. Now, I say just in the most loving possible way. I don't have a problem with calling slot cars toys. They are toys. Most of us do not make money, I don't anymore, do not make money full-time from slot cars. Therefore, what could they be called? They're a hobby thing, a hobby item. If you place that in some kind of hierarchy of logic above a toy, okay, but they are toys. And I did talk about them being a great value for the money, and meaning that that by appealing to the broadest possible audience, they have, I think, kind of an outsized value overall in the market, because the sets are fantastic. Now, Scalextric makes fantastic sets as well. The value proposition for Scalextric sets, I think, is fantastic. And for Carrera sets is equally as fantastic, if that's possible to have two things that are both fantastic. I think it is. We're very positive around these around the Slot Car News studios these days. Anyway, so the extra value, I feel, is added in because the cars are so reasonably priced. The cars are not meant to be the fastest cars in the world. If you come back and you immediately say, well, but slotted cars are faster. Well, yeah, no shit, slotted cars are faster. They're meant to be fast. They're meant to be faster. Carrera's cars are not built for performance. They're just not. They're built to work on the track, out of the box, and they do. There's nearly nothing that they require except maybe folding down the braid just to get the braid at the right angle. That's really all they require. You don't really have to oil them or grease them. They have nylon they have nylon gears that do come greased 99% of the time. You really don't need to do anything to them. That's why I think they're probably the best value, because, you know, especially for, and I've said this prior, especially for the Evolution cars, you're looking at an incredibly valuable car for, you know, valuable meaning it's just such an easy thing to use right out of the box, immediately, boom, you're done. Race. Nothing else required. Now, sure, you know, slotted cars are absolutely fantastic. I am taking nothing away from what they make, but I think even the folks that make slotted would say that, you know, their cars are not meant for, you know, a little kid or a beginner that's completely new with, you know, 5 hours of racing or an hour of racing, or it's their brand new set right out of the box. They're really not meant for those people. They really aren't, guys. So that's kind of why I had talked about the value proposition with Carrera. And again, especially with, you know, what we've heard is the price increase that Scalextric is doing. Now, keep in mind, Scalextric is not increasing the price on cars. They are increasing the price on, I guess, sets and track and probably accessories. I don't really know. I haven't seen the details. I'm not a dealer. I mean, the details do matter to me. I shouldn't say, or I shouldn't think they don't matter. They do. Regardless, folks, Carrera's value proposition, I think, is just outstanding. And by all accounts, their cars are staying the same price. You know, will they increase them next year? I don't know. Kind of doubt it. But frankly, you never know. And if they did, I don't know that I blame them, quite frankly. But in any case, that's the rant, not really an editorial. Or just expanding on previous thoughts, maybe. I hope, and it looks like it is, I'm looking at my monitor, which is up there, not there, there. It looks like this video has been in focus. I hope. It's a new lens and a bit of a change in the camera settings for me, so I hope this all looks good. I do have a box that arrived from Carrera, and no, it's not, it doesn't say on the outside of the box what it is, but it is a project. I'll just say it's a project. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you very much, folks, for sticking around through the Racing Show News and the rant, or whatever that was. I may do something early next week. We'll see. In any case, thanks again, folks. See you all again real soon.